Hi, I'm Mr. Schneider. Hopefully you know that. Welcome to our first YouTube review of information we've talked about in class this year. I want to go over 4 things today, things we talked about at the very beginning of the year, September. First thing I want to talk about are means of obtaining citizenship. Obviously, we all know the easiest way to obtain citizenship, be born in the United States or in a territory, or you can also go through the naturalization process, which you must pass a test on U.S. history, and you must also pledge an oath to the United States. There's other things that you can do, other things you have to do through the citizenship process, the naturalization process, but those are the 2 most important things. After we talked about citizenship, we talked about your 5 First Amendment freedoms. Obviously, the First Amendment, I believe, is the most important amendment. Those freedoms are religion. There's no state-sponsored religion. The government can't force you to be a religion. Assembly, you have the right to gather peacefully with other people to express your views. Press, our press has the freedom to write. The government can't say what can be in the newspapers, what can be in media. They can criticize government officials. Petition, you can write to your government officials. Again, you can criticize them. You can ask them about policy. And finally, speech. You can't say whatever you want. Your speech is limited, but you can criticize the government. You can say things that aren't good about the government, but there are still limits, which we talked about in class. Next, I want to talk about duties of a citizen. These, of course, are things that you have to do as a citizen. Of course, you have to obey laws. You can't break the law. We have a system of laws in this country, and you as a citizen, you must obey them, or there are consequences. If you are called to serve on a jury, you must serve. If you are drafted into the military, you must serve. Now, we haven't had a draft in over 30 years, but if we were to have another one and, young man, you were drafted, you'd have to go into the military. And finally, something we all love to do, pay taxes. April 15th is coming up. Income taxes are coming due. Of course, as we talked about, you as 8th graders, you still pay taxes when you pay sales tax. As opposed to duties, responsibilities are things that citizens should do. Of course, the most important responsibility that we talked about in class, or that I feel, and that a lot of you felt, was voting. You don't have to vote, but that's the easiest way to make your voice heard in our democracy. You can hold elective office. That's another responsibility that you can have as a citizen. You can influence your government officials by communicating with them. I've told you I've communicated with our officials dealing with this whole, economic mess, the whole stimulus process. You can serve in voluntary positions on your homeowners association board, maybe serve on the PTA of your local school. You can support candidates. I know we had a lot of candidates out supporting both current President Obama and his opposition candidate, Senator McCain, during the election. You should keep informed. Read the newspaper. Read the internet. Watch the news. And finally, you have to respect others' rights to have different opinions. You don't have to agree with everybody, but we all have different opinions. You might support one candidate. I might support another candidate. It's your responsibility as a citizen to respect that. Alright, so that's our first little review, a little under 4 minutes. I'll try to put these up once or twice a week so that you can go back, see what we've done, jar your memory a little bit. Thanks and have a good day.